friends, this is Jamie. I want to welcome you to my channel, Finding Joy in Color. Today I'm going to continue showing you guys my collection, going shelf by shelf. This next shelf is going to contain a lot of Creative Haven coloring books. And with the Creative Haven, I tried to put them by artists the best I could. That way, if you're interested in finding them, you'll know what artists they're by. And all of these you can get either on Amazon or you can go to the Dover website, and hopefully they're all still there. If not, it could be because some of them are really old. If I find any that I am going to destash, I'm going to set those aside because I have quite a large collection. I've been collecting since 2019. So yeah, we'll just kind of get started. And the first artist I'm going to start with is Marty Noble. Yeah. And before I get too far into it, some of these are going to have colored images in them and some of them do not. I have colored in several of these. Earlier on in my coloring journey, I would take, after I colored in Creative Haven books, I would take my images out and put them in a portfolio because they have perforated images in them. And then after a while, I just started leaving the images in. So I can't really say, yes, I've colored in this. No, I haven't colored in this unless I remember the actual coloring. So I'll do the best I can, but yeah, we'll just get started. So we're starting Marty Noble, and this is Alice in the Wonderland Designs coloring book. And this one has images, Alice in Wonderland images, as you can see. This is one I'm not sure about keeping. I mean, there's some that I like, and there's others that aren't really for me. Like, I don't know if I like these big head things. I like the girl, and so I think this one is going to be a destash. I'm gonna just put that in the destash pile. Next one I have is the Saturday Evening Post Americana coloring book, also by Marty Noble. And just to kind of show you what they look like colored, they give you in the front and in the back colored images. And these are like old school poster designs. And I do like old school stuff, so there's that one, and that one I will be hanging on to. And then I have Steampunk Fashions coloring book, and this one has girls like this. Not really portrait style, they're more the full outfits, which I find really cool. This one's a little busy for me, but here's that one that's been colored. The squeaking is my chair. So this is Fairy Gardens coloring book if you like fairies. These Creative Haven books are pretty affordable. And if you're just starting out in coloring and not sure exactly what you're into and you're on a budget, I would highly recommend picking up some of these Creative Havens. Now be careful when looking on Amazon, because there are some non-legit ones. You want to find the ones that are true Creative Haven, Dover publications. And by flipping through these, I'm hoping that if you guys need help finding them, I can give you links, or you'll be able to look at pictures on Amazon and be able to tell which ones are real and which ones are not. This is Steampunk Designs. I really like this one. This one has more portrait style, again by Marty Noble. There are full pictures too, but you're going to find your portraits in here. And this one has men in it. And these ones have a nice frame. That one's really busy. To give you an idea of something that looks like, there's a man one. And the front one is that one right there. So it's almost like Victorian meets metal. This one, also by Marty Noble. This is the last one I have of Marty Noble's. This is Enchanting Fairy Tale Scenes. I have colored in this one, but the picture has been removed. So if you like fairy tale books and you're on a budget, you might want to consider this one. Has some fun fairy tales in it. In the back here, we have the Matchstick Girl. That's Snow White. It's just, I'm just gonna leave it this direction. There's Rapunzel, Princess and the Pea, and there's Little Red Riding Hood. I don't see Creative Haven books that often on channels anymore, and they really are beautiful. Here's a Beauty and the Beast one. Okay. Now we're moving on to Jessica Mazurkowicz. And this one, if I said her name wrong, I apologize. This one is more of a patterny book. This is Blissful Nature. And I have colored a few images in here and I took them out. They're very repetitive patterns, but very therapeutic. So if you're just looking for something that's just a pattern page, very repetitious, and you can just color with your one set of pencils and just go to town, you might like that. She also does these books called wordplay books. This is the Animal Whimsy book. And it looks like I left my colored image in here. There's one that's for the horse. So every word inside the horse pertains to horse. Like saddle, mane, you know, you can just kind of see mare, tail. It's a wolf. It's a fish. Just different animals. It's a parrot. It's a moose. And I've done the elephant one. This one, these are fun to do with glitter gel pens. As you can see, all the glitter that I've gotten from that. That was fun. There's a dolphin. These are just easy, mindless colors if you like to color word art. I also have Delicious Whimsy. So this one's going to have food. I have colored in this one, but I took the image out. It was the apple page. There's a pretzel, pie, some kind of drink, lemon, hot dog. Yeah. I think it's fun to color these with gel pens. I have Dazzling Diner Designs, and this one just has images of different diners. So if you like 50s theme and things like that and coloring food, you may like this one. There's that one. That one I made Eastash, but it's kind of new, so maybe not. This is the Southwestern design, so it's similar to the other one I showed you, but Southwestern style. And as you can see, it's pretty much patterns. So I have a few pattern type ones. They're not traditional patterns, like just shapes. They're actually elements on a page, which I like. And then I have the Nature Whimsy. And did I ever color in this one? I can't remember. This one has some animals in it. 4-leaf clover, cactus, a bee. Just different things you'll find in nature. Okay, we're going on to a new artist. The new artist is Angela Porter. Angela Porter is pretty famous for the Zen doodly entangled type of effects. And this one's Entangled Gardens. As you can see, it's really busy. The line work is a little thicker. It's not like super thin. I like to use like my fine liner type pens and Bic Ultrafines and Sharpies and things in books like this. And you'll see what I've done here because I left the page in. So I did this one. And you can see I've used glitter gel pen and glittered it all out. And I didn't really use a color palette. I just colored it. It's fun and relaxing. So there's that one. Oh, I should probably take out my little tabs. I'll set them right there. I have this one, which is Daydreams by Angela Porter, and this is newer than Entangled Gardens. And this one is not as crazy as Entangled Gardens, but still very whimsical. That's her thing. So there's that one. And then I have Whimsical Houses. Oh, that looked dirty, but it's actually smoke coming out of the little chimney thing. And this one has some fun ones in it. Windmills and castle-like things. I think this kind of reminds me of fairy tale houses a little bit. There's that one. I have Adorable Dogs, and I think this is the most recent one. It was either this one or Whimsical Houses. One of these were the most recent for me from her. And the Adorable Dog one I got because I like dogs. If Zen Doodle and Entangly stuff isn't your kind of thing, this probably isn't the type of book for you. But if you like detailed pages and just going in and coloring all the little details of a page, you might like her kind of artistry style. This one is Entangled Forest. Mine came a little curled right here, but that's not normal for Creative Haven. This was because the postmaster put it in my mailbox by folding it. So that's why I have a little curve on the end of mine. I've colored this one. And I used alcohol markers and gel pens. I think I did it for Easter one year because these are all Easter eggs that I colored. I think they're supposed to be stones, but I made them look like Easter eggs. And I used kind of like an Easter-ish color palette. My markers. Just nice and easy and fun. And there's Christmas ones of hers that are entangled as well. So that's all from Angela Porter. Now I'm moving on to Marjorie Sernot. This is Fanciful Foxes coloring book. It's a mouthful. Like foxes and Zen Doodle. Now, Marjorie is famous for this Zen Doodle looking style. If it intimidates you, you can always color over the Zen Doodles and color it straight. Just give you an idea, you can see what she's done here. And like there's one, and there's one right there. Just kind of give you an idea of how people have colored it. And this one is Magnificent Mermaids. I have colored in this one, but it's in my portfolio. This is the one I actually colored. It's in my portfolio. I did it differently, but you can see that one. This one doesn't have nearly as much Zen Doodle to me, and it does have a lot of really pretty mermaids. I do like her mermaids. And there's that one. have Creative Kittens. And this one's by her as well. Looks like I have a little thing right here. Maybe I didn't want to rip this one off because maybe it was keeping my book together. But you can see that she's done Zen Doodle inside the kittens. But with that limited color palette, that looks really good. Even though that, like, this kitten is purple, it just looks all really good together. Whoever colored that one. I have colored in this book. Can't remember if I left it in or I didn't see a tab, but if it comes up, then yeah, I must have taken it out. There's that one, Creative Kittens. This one is Magical Fairies. I have colored in this one too. It's just not in the book. Look how pretty that one is. Her Mermaids and Fairies, these don't seem as Zen doodly. Some pages are busy, but it's not crazy like Zen doodle her animals are. Like, she doesn't doodle all over the people's skin. Well, there's one she's done a little bit, but it's not bad. That one. I have this one called Love. I think I got this one because of Valentine's Day. One of those years. There's a chocolate box. Some owls. I like that one. Bears are cute. 2 elephants. Robots. Love you to the moon and back. That would be a good one for Space Timber. Look at that one. With the dog and the kitty. This one's Farm Sweet Farm. This one's really cute. There's, like, you wouldn't think it's her style because she's kind of gone back in the Zentangle. It is still Zentangle, but it's not as busy as like some of the other animal ones she's done. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. Like, it's a busy page. There's lots on there, but it doesn't feel extremely Zen doodly throughout the animals and stuff. A cow. There's that one if you like farm life. I have this one that's Playful Puppies. I have done one in here. I'll show it to you. It's not my favorite, but I'll still show it to you. Look how cute that is. With that limited color palette. And that dog's a little bit purpley. It's cute. Lots of little dogs. That one's busy with all the seeds. I like puppies and fun. Done this one. Yeah, I think that my puppies and my boots turned out just fine. I wanted to try to do something fun for the background, so I did this like dotting technique. Yeah, it made the page look more busy. I wish I just would have colored it like straight blue or something because it makes the page look incredibly busy, but it is what it is. And you can tell there's glitter on the boots. At the time, I was just trying to color a page in this book, and this is what came out. There's another cute one with the violin dogs. I have this one, which is Dazzling Dogs, also by her. And I think this one's older than the Playful Puppies. You can tell the line work is a little bit different. I think I'm going to destash this one. I'm not feeling that one anymore. So I'm going to get rid of the Dazzling Dogs. Festive Mexican Televivera designs. There's one right there. That's really cool. I got this because I thought the designs looked really neat. And I could see myself coloring these. Look at that elephant one. That one would be cool for my hashtag right now. Wild Deer color is elephant right now. So that's all I have from Marjorie Sernot. I have a couple from this artist. It is Bloomstein. What is the first name? Susan Bloomstein. Bloomstein, yeah. And this is Fabulous Flowers. It just has simple flower pages. So if you're looking for something simple and you want to color flowers, but you don't want to color realism, you just want to color some flowers to make yourself feel good, this would be your book. Yeah, that one. And then I also have the Playful Patterns one. And I think this one was gifted to me. I have colored in this one. The page just isn't in the book. I put it in my portfolio. And you could do different colors. The designs is your choice. Whatever you feel like doing. And if you are into art journaling, these are the type of pages that if you wanted to, you could turn into an art journal type of page. You could color the background and then you could color characters and stuff and art journal them on top of these to give like an art deco feel, which would really look really cool. I have a couple from this artist. What's the first name? Miriam Adato. And this is very whimsical type of feel. It kind of reminds me of those, is it Lizzie Mary Cullen books? Those are very expensive. These are more affordable. So if you're looking for these whimsical, like, you'll see what I mean, type of books, just to practice like whimsy in nature, I would say go for one of these and see what you think. See how everything's kind of curvy and it's very busy. But you could take acrylic paint pens, you could take markers, gel pens, whatever, and go to town. I have colored in this, but it's not in here anymore. I took it out. But here's like a coloring one. See how they've taken different colors and shaded it and stuff? That's very fun. And then I have the big one that's called the Four Seasons Coloring Book, Deluxe Edition. So I think you can get each one of these individually, or you can buy the big one with all four seasons. So if you're into coloring like nature and landscapes and you want to try something whimsical and fun, you might like this. Lots of birds. There's the winter ones. That one's really cool. I don't know if I'd color that, but so there's that one. I need to scoot my pile a little so I don't form a giant stack that falls down. I have a couple from Joe Taylor. This one's called Keep Calm and ... coloring book. So I think I saw this one at Kathy's channel, Spicy Cat Colors, a long time ago. I think she was trying to complete this. And it has quotes in it. Very inspirational. Keep calm and read. Keep calm and pedal on. Keep calm and whatever, you know. And at the time, I think I got this because I thought it would be very therapeutic and good for me. But I don't see myself ever coloring it. So this one's going to be destashed. Because I have other ones that I like better for therapy type books. Or calming books or whatever. This is the Happiness Coloring Book. And this one just has images like this in it. Has some quotes. Some like piece type pages. It's kind of a variety. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this one too, because I don't think I would actually color that one. I'm not feeling it. Winged Fantasy Designs. These ones are by Erin Pocock. And Erin has a very interesting illustration style. You can see the line art is so much more different. Kind of graphic novel-ish. Very cool. Everything in here has wings. Very neat book. Oh, I'm going to hang on to that one. I always forget that I have these cool books. And then I have this one, which is also by him. This is Ocean Fantasies. I have colored in this one. I colored a turtle page. I just don't have it in the book anymore. But again, his line art is very cool. Or it could be a girl. Erin could be a girl too. But I think it's a guy. There's that one. But these all have to do with the ocean. I like that there's men in these. I'm kind of saving my Teresa Goodridge for last because Teresa has the most. I have this one, which is Flower Fashion Fantasies. And this is my Manga Muses. I have colored in this one. It basically is fashion on these girls that's made of floral. I have taken the image out of here that I did color. And it was all right to color. I mean, yeah, it turned out good. If you're in the mood to color something fashion forward, but yet florally. So there's that one. I think I'm going to keep it. I'm just deciding as I'm going here. This one is Art Novu Mandalas. And this is by John Alves. And this one I think is really cool. But my eyesight, it has gotten worse over the years. And yeah, I think I'm going to have to destash this one. Because I think I'm going to have trouble staying in the lines and seeing all the little spots. And then I'll just become frustrated with myself. So this one's going to go. Sorry, my daughter's in the kitchen and she's getting into things. So that's what you hear in the background. This one is by Alexandra Caldwell. It says Let There Be Love. And I think the reason why I got this one and the other love book is because I wanted to have more like Valentine books in my collection. And this one has pictures like this. Again, with these little tiny, you can tell it's hand drawn. Can you wait just a minute, honey? But they're really tiny. I just don't think my eyes can do it. I'm not going to pressure myself to do it, but that is a really pretty book. So I'm going to press pause for just a second so I can help my daughter, and then I'll continue in just a second. All right, I'm back. The next book I have here is Rose Windows. This one was really popular a while back. It's grayscale, and it's by Joel Alvarin. They never put out a second one, I don't think, but you can just color this straight with alcohol markers, and since it has grayscale, it gives this kind of like stained glass look to it. I'll show you the ones that I've done, and like I said, all of these have been done with alcohol markers. Maybe I did one with a Crayola Super Tip just to see the difference. But here's like all the greens, different green shades. I tried one all in yellows, and you can see the background here, the bleed through. They're very relaxing, easy colors. That one, color palette. This one was like with pastel markers. And this one had pastels and a green. And I think that's all I did. I was kind of going in order, and if I didn't like one, I wouldn't color it. Like, I didn't color that because I didn't care for that. And that one had a face in it too, and I didn't like that. So I just had been going in order. Very relaxing, easy coloring. I have this one that is called Floral Tattoo Designs by Eric Suida. And this is kind of like a picture of one that's been colored. They're very simplistic tattoo designs that you can color. You could shade and do all sorts of things to them. You could even use these images in an art journal form if you want. But this one, I'm going to let go because I don't see myself ever coloring this. It's cool, but I have a lot of coloring books, and I think I can let this one go. Last time I said I'm going to keep it, and if I don't color in it, I'll let it go. Well, it's time to let it go. I have this one, which is Manga Muses by Vera Ma. This one I got at Walmart. They do sell Creative Haven books at Walmart from time to time, but not all the time. This one has your Manga Muses. So different girls. Like, I see myself coloring this before I color like the floral tattoo. So there's that one. I have this one. My little papers are falling out. And it's called American Beauties. I have colored in this one, but I took the image out and put it in my portfolio. This book was my first ever Happy Mail that I ever received on the channel. So this will always remain in my collection because it was the first Happy Mail I had ever received when I had started my YouTube channel. And yeah, it's beautiful. And it has these, it has darker line art, but we've got very vintagey, it says American Beauties. I was just seeing if it said Victorian. It's very Victorian style, clothing, like very old fashioned. I like it. Kind of back Anna Green Gables, Pride and Prejudice, you know. Just old school stuff. It's a very beautiful book. Oh, and that one's by Carol Schmidt. I apologize, I didn't say who that was from. I have this one, which is Victorian Houses by A.G. Smith. This one I got because I like Victorian houses. And it's informational. They tell you what house and where it is. So if you wanted to look it up and maybe color it to look like that house, you could. When I got it, I thought, this is really, really cool and stuff. Yeah, I'm not so much into it anymore. I still like Victorian style homes, but I don't think I'm ever going to color this book. I don't even think I'm a good art journal in this book. Yeah, so this one's going to go. As you can see, I have a lot of Creative Havens that I'm letting go just because I have so many books, and if I'm not going to color in them, I want other people to enjoy them. This is Creative Haven Curious Creatures. I have colored a couple images in this, but I took them out. I do have a whip in here that I can show you though. And this one, all the critters in here. Oh, I forgot to say who it was by. I apologize. I think it's Amy Weber. Let me just double check. Yeah, Amy Weber. It's like steampunky animals. See how they have like cogs and stuff? I think it's so cool. Just weird, cool. I think Doodle Robot might like something like this. This kind of robotic-y animals. Yeah. Look at that one. This is one of my favorites because the pigs are flying airplanes. You ever seen a pig flying an airplane? This is the one I started with some kind of pencil. Don't know which one. It's been a long time. There's a little robot right here, and they're collecting coffee beans off of this tree. At least I think that's what they're supposed to be, is coffee beans. And these little critters are like picking them, and there's different animals. And they have like machinery going through the tree to bring them down. There's berries on here too, so I'm not exactly sure what kind of tree it is, but yeah. I like the little robot guy. That's why I like colored him. So there is that one. This one is by Barbara Lanza. I have another one of hers in the Dover books, I believe. I'll show you those in a little bit, but this is the only Creative Haven one I have of hers. This is Enchanted Fairies. This one's stunning. Let me show you a colored image. The way she draws faces and stuff, just beautiful. I wish there was more to it than just, like, some of them, there's a little bit, but some are just very basic. I guess if you're just looking for something basic, but her attention to detail in the face and in the body is really nice. So if you're just wanting to practice your skin tone, but you don't want to color like a portrait, and you like fairies, you might like this. There's another one right there for inspiration. And then I have this one, which is Mythical Fashions by Renato Edel. I know that's not right. Renate. I think it's Renate Edel. Maybe. This one was gifted to me. I thought this was really cool. Look at that girl right there. She's really mystical and stuff. That's really cool. This one, I'm slightly disappointed because of the line art being so thin. But I'm thinking now that I have like my acrylic paint pens and things like that, I should come back to this one and color it with pencils and eliminate the lines in general. And I may be able to get a very painterly look to it, and I might like it more than when I originally flipped through it. But yeah, this was gifted by a friend, and they are very stunning. I just need to find my niche for this particular book. I have colored one, but it's in my portfolio. All right, now we're going to move on to Teresa Goodrich. She's very popular for being in the Creative Haven books, and I have quite a few of hers, and I'm thinking most of them, I'll probably keep all of them. I don't know, we'll see. Summer Scenes. I have colored in this one. It's not in here anymore, but I have colored in it, that beach bar one. My friend Ashley from Ashley's Coloring Journey, she loves Teresa Goodridge. She's done a lot of color alongs in her books. Now this is where my page was. I took it out. I think it was a picture of like a couple riding horses down the beach, if I remember. So there's that one. This one's called Village Charm by Teresa. I do have some Christmas ones too by her. I don't think I have any of the Christmas ones out. I think they're with my Christmas coloring books. But this one just has village scenes. So if you're into landscape and things like that. You might like this. The line work is thicker, so if you like your alcohol markers, you can definitely get away with using those. I did try oil pastels in one of her books, and since my oil pastels were so opaque, it covered a lot of line art, and I didn't like it as much because I felt like I was fighting my way through. I have used watercolor. It will buckle the page, but it does give it a really cool effect. Here is Country Kitchen Charm. So this one's going to be inside stuff, all to do with the kitchen. She has a lot of sleeping dogs in her pictures. There's one. Let's see. I know I saw some back there, but there's another one. And she does do some quotes once in a while on those type of books. Autumn Charm. This one I thought I had with my autumn pages, but I guess I took it out. So this page on the front was the one I actually tested oil pastels on, and I just took it out of the book because it was a mess. It didn't work out at all. So I think you might be able to get away with it with the grassy areas, but not with the finer details, no. There's a train. She likes to do birds too. And I've done this one. The wreath, the seasonal country wreath. I left it in. Just markers and gel pens. Nothing too complicated. I do have another autumn one, or I did have another autumn one. It was Autumn Scenes, and that one was the older one, and I had colored pretty much the entire book. I didn't complete the whole book, but I colored pretty much everything I liked, and all those pictures are in my portfolio. And then I just threw away like the 5 pages I had left because I wasn't ever going to color them. Next one I have is Country Farm Scenes. And if you're a country girl or boy, you might like this. Yeah, you're not going to find too many portraits in these kind of books. You're going to find animals, and you're going to find like houses and landscape. I have colored in one of these using gesso, like gessoed a whole page, and then used water-based markers like Tombows, and that worked really well, and I colored it pretty fast. The only thing I didn't like was after it was done, the feeling of my paper. I didn't like what the gesso did to the paper, and so I guess there's a yin and a yang for everything. Some things you like, some things you don't, but it was a learning process, that's for sure. I have Garden Gnomes, and this one's adorable. All of her gnome books are just adorable. I haven't colored in this one, but this would be a perfect one to pull out during this season of summer. There's some fall ones too. A little picnic, cute. Kites, that's fun too. So there's that one. This one I've done the most work in, which is Gnome Sweet Gnome, and it was because I was following Ashley when she did a color along in this book. And look how cute that one is. I think this was the first one she put out with the all gnomes. I think her gnomes were introduced in an actual autumn book, if I remember right. Okay, so here's one that I've done, which is the Christmas one. Lots of glitter, sparkle on that. I think I used stickles and used a paintbrush to kind of brush them off. Yeah. Every page is better with glitter, right? This was the first one I've done in this book. The cooking page, and I still think it's really cute. Kiss the Cook. I did this one too. I really like how the colors turned out here, and I kind of like, I used alcohol markers and I tried to do a blend out on the background of different purples. It's not seamless, but it works. And it works for this nighttime type of effect. I have like a rainbow hat on there just to pull in all these colors, because I went to town with color, that's for sure. I'm not shy with using the bold colors. This on the Sweet Dreams is a Jelly Roll Glaze pen. So it kind of has risen off the page. And then I've done this one. This one has really good water. Lots of green. And I used acrylic paint pens here. Did I do any shading with pencil? I don't think so. I think I was just trying, in this book, I was trying not to use pencils. I was just trying to just use my markers and see what I could accomplish blend-wise with markers and gel pens and acrylic paint pens and such. Pretty good progress in there. I have the Main Street coloring book, and this one's going to have like little shops and shop fronts. There's the candy store. I don't really live by a place that has shop fronts, so it's kind of neat to have it in a book. Some of them I don't know what colors I would go with. I think the reason why I haven't colored in this is because I just don't know. Like, what color would I color it? What's right? What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. It's just, what should I do? And I don't want to mess up. But yeah. I'm sure if I looked up this book on Instagram, there would be tons of inspiration. This would be like a really good book to do like a big color along project, to see everybody's different Main Street storefronts. Just like there's a Main Street, we all live on Main Street and we all color different storefronts, just to see what everybody does, you know. It would be kind of a neat idea. Home Sweet Home, there's another sleeping dog. With these pictures, like, see how they're relaxing? It's very, I don't know, when I look at her images, they feel very stress relieving and relaxing. I mean, look at that dog. Very chill. Even the cat, she has a ball of yarn here, but she's still just chill. There's another sleeping dog. Another dog. And like the foliage and stuff is overgrown in her pictures, and there's lots going on. It's not like everything's neat and tidy, and how this is like just barely folded over. It's not like a perfect fold and everything like that. Just seems very relaxing. Romantic country scenes. This one I have colored in. I colored the one where the couple's at the fair, but it's not in this book anymore. There's a picture right there in front of the coffee cake shop. This one has lots of couples in it, but still, that doesn't take the main focus of the page. I mean, this one maybe, but it's mostly outdoor scenes. Like this rainy day one, that's cute. So there's that one. Wish You Were Here. This one I got on a sale a long time ago. I wasn't going to get it, but then when there was a sale, I decided to pick it up. This has different places around the world. That one looks like it'd be in the country scenes. There's a camping one. that one's busy. Has sombreros in it. Must be Mexico. Yeah, we have sugar skulls. This is like in Africa. Elephants. This one seems intimidating to me because I haven't been a lot of places in the world, so I don't know. I don't know exactly, but there's no right or wrong way to color. You just need to dive in sometimes, right? I have Cheerful Inspirations. So this one is basically gonna have quotes in it, uplifting, inspirational, feel good type of things in it. If you like her artwork and you're looking for inspirational quotes, this is the perfect book. I think I'm gonna keep this one because I got rid of that Calm, the ... book, and this one says different things. Life is a journey, not a race. You know, kindness always matters. There was a channel I used to watch. I haven't seen anything from the content creator for a while, and she used to color these like once a week, and maybe I need to do that, color some of these like not once a week, but maybe two of them a month or something like that. Might make me feel good inside, you know. The last one I have of Teresa Goodrich. It's not a Creative Haven, but it is her artwork, and it's a big baby, and it's the Gnomes, so I just keep it with this. And it's called Gnomes at Home, and I don't know how many pages are in here. It's got to be close to 100 or more, but it's all gnomes. And these gnomes are not in the other book. So if you're wondering if there's duplicates, I have not been able to spot one. And they're really cute. I think if I colored this non-stop, I'd get gnomed out. But an occasional gnome once in a while. Yeah, very, very cute. They're all doing different stuff. All right. Just gonna grab my Dover ones. Dover books. Adjust my chair. All right, so the first ones, I think I'll save those ones till later. So Dover coloring books, this is one, for example. They say Dover coloring book on the corner here. They're staple bound. They're very flimsy, and their price point is lower than the Creative Havens. And if you can't find these on Amazon, you may be able to find them on the Dover website. The drawback to these is they're double-sided. So if that bothers you because you like to use alcohol markers, that's something to think about. This one's called Fanciful Fairies and Dazzling Dragons coloring book. And I got this one because I thought it was cute. But as you can see, we've got things going on both sides. Some really adorable pages. And this one's by L. Hoerner. So there's that one. Teresa Goodridge has a couple. This one is her Pretty Princesses book. I love how she does people, and I wish she would do more books with actual people, like these cutie patootie type, because I just love them. She does do sticker books too, by the way. They're tiny. They're like $1.99 or something on Amazon, but they're really cute. This is the princess one. You can see, but don't you think her little characters are just so cute? And I did this one year, colored pencils. I think I did it for my birthday, actually, one year. Just for fun. Turned out good. It's really fun, cute book. And then the other one she has, let me just find it, is this one, which is Little Mermaid Friends. I have colored in this one, but I took the image out. And I like how she does her mermaids too. Aren't they so sweet? And if you wanted to like use alcohol markers or something, you could always copy this and print it out on your paper and use alcohol markers there. See, the image I took out was the first page. Or you could buy 2 of these books and like color all of one side and color all the other side, and then you would use your markers for everything because they're pretty affordable. I have this one, which is My Backyard Color by Number by Maggie Swanson. And this one I saw on Tiffany Colors channel, and I thought it was so fun. And she's completed hers, I believe. It's a very basic color by number. Red, orange, you know, basically red rainbow. And the blank areas, you can do any color of your choice. And yeah, I had done this one right here. It looks like I've used crayons and I've used water-based markers and did some shading with pencils a little bit. I was just trying to figure out what worked with this paper because it is thin paper, and yeah, kind of just go from there. There was some bleed through, so I decided to color the picture on the back too, which was this kitty. And it's not like perfect by any means, but it's just a quick fun color just to, yeah, just to have fun with. So there's that one. I also have this one, Cute Cats Color by Number. This one's by Sharon Lane Holm. And again, just very simple. I haven't colored in this one, but it's very cute. So there's that one. I do have a Halloween one, but it's the color by number as well. But I think it's with my Halloween books. I have this one that says Happy Birthday to You coloring book. This is not color by number, by Noelle Dahlen. And this one was given to me for my birthday one year. And yeah, it's pretty simple images, but they're fun and they're all about birthdays. Nice, easy, fun book. And then I also have a Garden Fairy alphabet book by Darcy May. So everything in here is going to have a letter to go with it, like this. And it will say what kind of fairy they are. Violet fairy, wisteria fairy, unicorn plant fairy, the tulip fairies. I like this one because they were babies, so that's why I colored it. I don't know what I used, pencils. I probably blended them out with Gamazol or something like that. It's not perfect, but it's cute. See, and there was no major bleed through. And I definitely like fairies, so that's a fun one. Now, they do have what they call Dover Spark books. I used to have a few, and I gave some to my daughter and the others I de-stashed. But those ones, if you see Dover Spark ones, they have really good paper in them. So I would recommend those if you like the images in Dover Sparks. I do have some unique ones, which are stained glass coloring books. These are all by Dover as well. So I have 4 of them. This one's Wizards and Dragons. I don't know if you can get these anymore. I just can't remember. I haven't looked in a long time. Now these paper, or the paper in here is not typical coloring book paper, and I'll show you in a minute. It's like a vellum sheet. This one's by Eric Gottsman, and you can see right here, this one was made in 2003, or 2003, so the year my son was born, and he's 22. So yeah, you can see it's made out of vellum, and it has this like perforated edge, and obviously they're single-sided because they're designed. I'm trying to hold it out so you guys can kind of see the pictures a little. They're designed so that you can color them and you can frame them and you can make them like a stained glass for your window, or maybe you want to just put a blank white piece of paper behind it and hang them up just for display, or whatever you want to do. What I usually do is I color them, then put a white piece of paper behind it and put it in my portfolio. So this one's really neat because it has dragons and wizards in it. And I think that's just a fun concept, dragons and wizards. I have this one. Oh, look, it's kind of dirty. Yeah, it's an old one. Hans Christian Andersen Fairy Tales stained glass. So this one's going to have different like fairy tales in it. It says which fairy tales are in here. Like, you guys would know the Little Mermaid, Thumbelina, the Little Match Girl, the Snow Queen, Princess and the Pea, maybe the Emperor's New Clothes, the Nightingale, Ugly Duckling, Red Shoes. Yeah. So again, they're on this vellum-like paper that you can color. And I have colored with alcohol markers. I have used pencils, and I have used water-based markers. I've used all of them, and you can use anything on them, really. It just gives different looks. I have the Butterfly Fairies one by Carol Schmidt. Should I see who this one was by? By Pat Stewart. And this one was made in 04, so this is the oldest one I have, and then there's this one. This one was made in 2011, and then I have this Mermaid one, which was made in 08. So this is the newest one that I have. I don't even know if they make them anymore. If you find one, consider it like a collector's thing, because they're kind of a rare find. I think you can get them also as like mini books as well, but you have different fairies in this one. I have colored in this one. I actually colored this girl, I believe, and she's in my portfolio. The Mermaid one I have colored in as well. She's in my portfolio. Oops, sorry, it's hard to turn these. They like to stick together. But yeah, it has solid line work because it's supposed to look like stained glass. So those are all my Dover books. Let me just look at the time here. We're at an hour, and I still have more books to show you. I think what I'll do is I'm going to stop the video here, and then I'll record my next section of books, which is like some Disney stuff and nostalgia type coloring books. And I will see you guys in a minute.